first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. They'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Flush to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 60. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Check, check. Lucky. Strike blue.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Slot man moves right. Now back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
33, yellow.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They'll run again with Hunt. They find some open field here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Howard complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Tannehill going to get this out quickly. It's complete.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Ready? Rush in.
Handoff up the... And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. Hunt will try going up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They run right side with Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Patriots add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, he finds more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The slot man in motion right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the set. Slack ultra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They pitch it out to Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started